at the probabilistic outlook coming off the European model, the global ensemble. And again, you can see with those two waves, only a low chance of any development. And again, today, we can tell you this. There's no chance of any tropical storms or hurricanes for the Gulf Coast or the East Coast of the United States, at least for the next 7 to 10 days. And understand we've got a ways to go here. October can be brutal. We've had tough Octobers before, and obviously there's a lot of latent heat energy in the Gulf. But again, the dry air, the subsidence, the sinking air, and harsh winds aloft have just prevented things from happening this year. And we can celebrate that. That's a good thing. All right, model fans, here we go. This is the GFS, the 06E run, valid today at 4. And again, there's that nice trough in the east with a deep upper low in the trough that's north of Indianapolis. And again, any showers that form this afternoon should be over the southern third of the state, really south of US 80. North Alabama will have a fresh north breeze. The sky partly to mostly sunny with highs in the low 80s today, and the humidity values coming down. The dew point should be in the 50s by afternoon. Tomorrow morning, many spots are going to be in the 50s to start the day. The coolest morning so far this season. You get up early about 5, 6 o'clock and just breathe it in. The sign of the times. The day will be just beautiful, sunny. And understand the high will be in the 80s, but the humidity will be very low. And that's going to be the theme for a while. This is Wednesday. And again, Wednesday morning, we're going to see many places in the 50s. Sky will be sunny Thursday and Friday. I promise these are different maps. They just look the same. We're dry. No rain for high school football this week. Saturday as the weekend begins. We're still in a very dry air mass. Highs mid-80s, maybe upper 80s in a few spots. Lows will be in the 60s over the weekend. And the same thing on Sunday. Let's go out 10 days, a week from today. Monday the 19th, got a 594 upper high west of the state over really the region from Denver back over toward Oklahoma City, and that's hot and dry there. And for us, the heat is off to the west, but we're staying dry. So again, after the chance of showers today down in South Alabama, we see no rain here right on through at least Monday of next week. So let's keep going. Let's go out 10 days. This is Wednesday of next week, the 21st. The upper high is over West Texas, and maybe a couple of isolated showers returning by the middle of next week, but no sign of any big rains or high-impact event here for the next 10 days. In fact, let's look at the rain for Birmingham coming off the GFS ensemble, and there's just not a lot here. The amount's under 1 inch between now and the end of September. Showers could return before the month is over, but again, no sign of any big rain events. And there's a look at our temperatures coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models. 80 today, and then we creep up toward the upper 80s. We always have hot weather in late September and October, little spells of that. But after Wednesday morning, lows go back toward the mid-60s over the weekend. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance in the house. This is for September 19th through the 25th. Temperatures will likely be above average as that upper high tries to build in here. So again, any cool snap you get in mid-September, it doesn't last long here. People say, is it going to last? And well, no, it never does. So this date, September 12th, always sticks out in my mind. I want to go back to this date in 1979. A really nasty hurricane made landfall on the Alabama Gulf Coast, Dauphin Island, Hurricane Frederick. And for me, I remember it so clearly because it was my very first week of being a television meteorologist in Birmingham. My first day was Monday, September 10th. I was the chief meteorologist for the NBC channel here, Channel 13. I was 23 years old and scared to death, but living the dream. I mean, I could live my life a million times over. I would never get that position at such a young age. And Wednesday morning, I convinced the news director, Wendell Harris, that, Wendell, this is going to be a big deal here. It really is going to be a big deal, and we need to go down there. And they sent me down there. And I covered this by phone. We had no internet connectivity. We had no satellite trucks, back in 1979. And they wanted me with a working phone. So they put me at Azalea Middle School in Mobile, an evacuation center. A nursing home had evacuated there. Many of the coastal residents had evacuated there, and that phone worked. Conditions deteriorated rapidly, but that's the track, and that's the worst possible scenario for the Alabama Gulf Coast. Landfall on Dauphin Island, the whole Alabama Gulf Coast on that nasty east side of the circulation. And the damage was just horrific with the storm surge. Frederick was a Category 4. The automated wind instrument on the Dauphin Island Bridge recorded 145 miles an hour. And speaking of the bridge, it was gone. That's all that was left of the causeway from inland down to Dauphin Island. It was just gone. I went back in a helicopter later in the week to fly the path, and that was just surreal. And this started the transformation on the Alabama Gulf Coast. Understand, Orange Beach and Gulf Shores used to be little small villages. You had a couple of hotels, like the Lighthouse was down there and a few others, but the rebuilding process after Frederick started the transformation that what we have down there today, these big booming tourist meccas at Orange Beach and Gulf Shores. But that was on this date, Hurricane Frederick in 1979, which shows you that I've been here a long, long time. Had some good-looking rainbows yesterday after the showers. Had a bunch of those this summer. Looking awfully good. And you know the deal. Send me a good-looking cow picture, and that's somehow going to make it on TV or on these videos here. That was at Woodland in Randolph County yesterday. So that's it for the morning edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. If you're new here, we do these. We simulcast on Facebook and YouTube every morning about 5:15, every afternoon about 2:30, 2:45. And we have notes on our blog. Don't forget that. That is alabamawx.com. And if you can, join us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block? Call Alabama Professional Services. Leaning or bowing basement walls? Call APS. Sticking windows or doors? Call APS. Settling or sinking foundation? That's right. Call APS. It's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.